Get out of my head and into my car.
That would not have sold as many copies if it hadn't been that, let's be honest.
Americans going, car?
Get
What's
out
a
of
car?
my head, get into my car. Until my car.
Thank you for phone on Vodafone. You are talking to Jackie.
Next thing you know, the Rory Frostbite boy will be doing that, releasing that. Get into my car. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, madame.
Or bonsoir, depending on when you're listening to us.
When? Oh, yes.
This might be your bedtime
Or
treat.
bon anniversaire. Could be your birthday.
Bon anniversaire, mes amis.
You may have noticed something different about us.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Oh, thank fuck. Kansas smell bad, man.
Kansas had the ghosts of dead mill workers.
We've had to leave behind our dead ancestors who are still haunting the halls of the mill, and we love yous. Like,
we're good. They were good days.
It was good. It was good while it lasted, and I'll look back on it fondly.
A fond chapter
of all the times that we almost froze to death just to entertain our lovely 2 followers.
Or we're afraid to get into the lift in case it went into free fall and killed us down in the lift shaft.
Yeah.
That's not where I wanted to die.
What was it? We called it the
apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
And like the lift coming up here.
It was like
Star Trek. There was no noise. It was real quiet.
I know, we just looked at each other like, fucking, we've made it.
Floating in there.
Sorry.
Quick, get a lucky episodes done before they kick us out.
I know.
We'll go back to Black Softener like, I think you can come back here.
How the mighty have fallen.
Look who come crawling back away.
I know,
everything you go to do, this isn't the fucking innovation factory.
I've let your unit out to a fella who lost 3 stone last year. Is now a personal trainer. So sorry, you can't come back.
Do you know that? Have you been down there? I think that actually did happen. It probably will.
It always makes me laugh because this is a tangent, but you don't think that you don't know a fella. Does everybody not know a fella who has started going to the gym, lost a lot of weight, looks great, amazing personal trainer, and now he has a podcast going like this here. You need to stop. You need to put down the chips. You need to put down the cake, and you go, listen, just because you've lost a bit of weight, mate.
Turns me.
Don't.
And do you know what really, really bugs me is whenever I get these targeted ads that's like, we're looking for 10 motivated women from the West Belfast area who want to lose weight and get bikini fit. Do you want to wear that little red thong? You're like, no.
No, because
I already have 4 kids. I don't need any more, all right? I'm happy with being fat and flabby.
Your arse like eats up the thing. It's like your arse eating dental floss. It's no fun. No.
She got an ass to swallow up a G-string.
do you remember back was the late 90s and early 2000s, like that was the go. Do you remember guys wore their Calvin Klein so you could see the band, and girls wore a G-string or a thong,
so you could see the back of
it up the back, and then there'd be a tramp stamp on the back of their back, so you could see.
That was me.
Did you see that? Do you have any tramp stamp?
I do. Well, it's not it used to be a big tramp stamp when I was smaller. It was like a whole sort of bottom of my back, and now that I've gotten bigger, it just looks like a wee tramp stamp.
I think it's so funny that you think that you're big. Because she's just wee tiny.
But you know, whenever like you have kids, and obviously you don't realise how your body changes, so like your hips get wider and stuff. Like my mummy handed me this whenever she was leaving the house, moving out. She'd found stuff, Kelsey that belonged to me from fucking years ago that I had just left lying
still
somewhere.
In your ma's house.
And she went, there's that wee dress you used to wear. And I looked at it, and honestly, David, it would be like a belly top on me.
Aye, but do you not think that there's that's a very kind of roundabout way of saying you've put weight on? Do you know what I mean? Like, why could your man not have said, just put the went, oh, that's lovely, and put it away? Like, why did your man have to go and say, look at the dress you used to fit that? Sure, you want to get into that now.
Have a look at what you could have won.
Look at you could have won. If you just kept your legs crossed, you could have still fit into that dress. Now, but do you know what I mean?
At the same time, I go, I'm in my 30s. I don't have a maiden's body anymore. We put too much expectation on women having these wee maidens' bodies. Like, we're supposed to look like wee girls. And you go, no thanks.
No,
I'd rather just eat that raspberry and white chocolate cookie.
There is a weird, as well. I know, like, going into like the whole, if you go too real deep into it, it's also the whole.
You'll end up meeting P. Diddy,
But you know, like, exactly, you'll end up on the island, like, you know what I mean? You're all waxed. Do you know, and I think there's something a wee bit. If you're an adult,
there shan't be a hair anywhere under her eyebrows.
An adult of any gender, I think you should have a wee bit of hair in places, because it just shows that you're an adult.
Just the arsehole, maybe.
If you want.
Nowhere else.
Something like you've got, like, you know what I mean? You're holding Peter Rabbit between your butt cheeks. That's entirely fine if that's what you want.
It's your own personal preference.
But I just think that the whole like push for everybody to have no hair, be like seals, like they're like dolphins from the neck to toe.
No lips.
It's very strange.
You know, like Barbie.
I no lips.
Ken Grooves. Yeah.
You reckon Seal himself has no hair?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have any hair.
Unless
we get a little hairless.
We went the different ways.
Different directions.
Same road. Yep. Same road, different cul-de-sacs.
I love it. We cul-de-sac. Yeah.
What that means?
Like
arse of the bag.
Does it? Mm-hmm. It means arse of the bag.
So cool means like your arse, and du sac, cul-de-sac. Sac means a bag. Le sac magique.
Yeah. That haunts me. We're the Tots of Tots TV.
I'm Tilly. All right, Tilly. We've been together for 45 years and you've never let us speak English.
That's right.
I'm going to get you fucked out for Brexit. Oh, you go, bitch. Sac magique.
It's a little bit messy in here.
You're way too good at that. Way too good.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Off we go together now.
And then there was Tom talking a bit like this.
And then Tiny talked like this.
And then le sac magique. Le sac magique. Le sac magique. Oh, fuck off.
Lovely donkey.
Oh!
Our friend Donkey.
I forgot about that.
Who was Duncan?
Donkey?
Lovely donkey. A donkey.
Oh, I'm thinking Rosie and Jim with the wee duck.
Rosie and Jim. Like to have sex in a baked bean tin. Oh, right, we said like to have sex in a baked bean tin.
Oh, you had baked beans. We just had wheelie bins.
Wheelie bins. There were yellow pack baked beans.
What was the end of your song whenever it was like to have sex in a wheelie bin? Because ours was.
Oh no, I don't remember. That was it. We just didn't give up.
What about the Jingle Bells, Batman Smells?
Robin laid an egg.
What's your one?
The Batmobile, it lost its wheel and the Joker got away.
Or there's Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg. There's something to do with the IRA in there, isn't there?
Of course, use Westies. You always have to take a perfectly good, already bastardized song and fit the rand.
Right.
No, but there's something to do with it blew up the IRA, isn't there?
Yeah, it's
so Batman.
Something like that. Around the world, I watched a video one time and like this person done like a study. He like surveyed like thousands of people around the world and everybody had like different versions of that song. No, like like the Batman Smells version of Jingle Bells.
And they had like
that third line, like Robin laid an egg. There's like it's like Robin ran away. Like loads of other
like what was that all about? Like Robin,
Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Joker laid an egg, lost the wheel of his Batmobile, and
the Joker got
blew up the
IRA. Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
So not content with tackling working class small collar criminals in Gotham, he came over to here
to sort out the
Ra.
Yeah, the Ra.
Who, you know what I mean, had their own like. I don't know. By being objective,
Batman
they had their cause. Like, do you know what I mean? And
Batman
so he came over here.
He was a vigilante.
But nobody in the. Nobody had loads of money. The Ra was a very working class kind of. Batman's a trust fund nepo baby.
And you were giving us that actually did we record that the Kiar?
I think we do have Kiar.
Right.
But I think that segues very well into everywhere having like a different version of that song, and to what we were talking about earlier on, that. Like chippy culture just within Northern Ireland is very varied no matter where you go.
Yeah. It's a diverse plethora.
It's a diverse plethora of cornucopia of chips.
Of chips and fried goods.
Chips and fried goods. So the one you were talking about was
it's
I had
not
never
mine,
heard.
fellow.
You talked about what was it you said?
I was saying I ordered a curry battered.
And I had never heard of that.
Curry battered?
The people in the chippy never heard of it.
Maybe it's a Westie thing.
It must
Would curry battered be a Westie thing?
So what is it? So a curry battered is what?
A battered sausage with chips and curry sauce.
Like one battered sausage?
Yeah, but see, whenever you order like a batter, another thing is, do you say, can I have a chip? Or do you say, can I have a portion of chips?
Oh, can I have a chip?
Yeah, because
chip.
English people don't do that.
Scottish people don't do that.
Yeah, they'll say like chips.
Down south they don't do it either. Like.
Do they not?
No.
And then
chip?
like
chip.
Yeah. But like they say chips of, could I get a portion of chips of curry? Whereas, like, in the West, we'd say...
Who has time for that?
Can we...
Like, mate, I'm going to get shot here. Will you just give me a curry
curry
batter?
chip.
Or gravy chip.
Curry chip, gravy chip, peppered sauce, pepper chip, pepper
or,
sauce chip.
Yeah.
Chicken gravy chip.
Yeah, it's like, it becomes, whenever it's plural, you drop the S. Do you know what I mean? It's like Guinness. You don't order two Guinnesses, you order 2 Guinness.
See, down it...
Gravy chip, though, in County Down. So I am from Lurgan, which is Armagh, but I went to school in Banbridge, which is Banbridge Town in the County Down. And in County Down,
man of many cultures.
Man of many, multi-talented. We don't call it that. We call it super sauce.
Yes, a super chip.
What?
I've heard this. See, like when you
Super
go
chip.
to get something like a gravy chip or something in Newry, but it's like a super chip.
No, but it's no. It's more accurately the chicken gravy chip.
Is the super chip?
Yeah, so like that peppery chicken gravy that you get.
Yes,
that's super sauce.
Like KFC gravy.
Oh, but nicer.
Can I tell you something though? Mm-hmm. I've hacked it. I made my own like KFC
11
nice
spices.
Gravy. Do you know what I mean? All you do is you get your chicken gravy, but the good one, you know, the one in the glass jar.
Bisto.
Costs more because it's in glass.
Bisto.
The Bisto best.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get your peppered sauce sachet, and you make them up. And you put the peppered sauce into the gravy.
Peppered sauce with the gravy all together.
Mix it together, peppered sauce and gravy.
Well, we southern fried goujon.
Delightful.
Oh, I hear.
Sounds good.
But we had, because I was in Newry not long ago, last week, and because I was in Newry, I had to go to the infamous Friar Tuck's. Shout out to Friar Tuck's if you want to give us a wee bit of sponsorship.
Friar Tuck's.
I'd love Friar Tuck's as a sponsor.
Friar Tuck's. Oh,
I'm in Newry, by the way. Are you? Oh, McCooey, me and Leanne McCooey, it is, are in the Canal Court.
Canal Court. Mm-hmm. Well, Canal Court, just nip out of the Canal Court, go over the road, up on, go around. No, actually, come out of the Canal Court, go around the corner, get onto Monaghan Street, get yourself a wee.
I'm going to go into Friar Tuck's.
Get a chicken supreme.
What is
only
it?
have to sponsor the podcast.
Only
I didn't know it was still going. Like
Friar Tuck's.
Aye.
What's a chicken supreme?
How dare you, look? How dare you doubt that the strength and the loyalty that we have towards Friar Tuck's? That's like saying I thought that the royal family, but I know people have like their misgivings about them, but like there's some very loyal people. No, it was so a chicken supreme is like this, like so it's chips, and then it's like a southern Friday kind of battered chicken chopped up, and you put that on top of it, and then you put like the super sauce. Oh, was I going to knock? I was annoying him. I was going to knock him over. And then you put your super sauce over the top of that, and they're
It sounds amazing.
And they're not mean with the super sauce. Like it goes right in through all the chips. Like you get a, you know.
Oh, good.
Some places you go into the chip in to put enough gravy on just for like about 6 chips on the top.
And then it's annoying because if it sticks to the paper and you open it up and then there's not enough gravy on the chips anymore, it's just like. Do you know that's why some people say curry top and bottom?
Oh, know what I hate?
Yeah, like they'll go curry top and bottom because they'll want curry on the bottom before you put the chips in and then on the top.
No, where that wrecks me. Ever go to like a wee Chinese place in like a shopping centre?
Yes.
And like
chopsticks?
Like chopsticks.
Or something like that. Or
the one in Castle Court.
Say
it again.
Yangtze.
Yangtze, is that how you say it?
The Yangtze River.
Like
just don't
Yangtze
say it.
River.
Yeah.
So that's like another one of them chains. But if they say to you, what sauce do you want on this? You go curry, and they go, a wee drizzle.
Yeah, that's
like,
annoying.
And you have to like build up all your curries to be like, can I get a wee bit more on that, please? And they give you the biggest look.
Yeah.
You did the whole build up.
I can do it. I can be proud of myself today.
Can I have some more curry sauce, please?
Yeah, I know. What is it with us being afraid to actually order? Like, I have a cousin who's like terrified to order. Like, he's a big fella, and it's not that I'm not saying terrified, but he gives his order in to wherever he is for his food as if he's like ordering drugs,
putting them out.
Do you know what I mean? Like he'll go, can I have a burrito? I just want to yeah. Just anything on it. Don't worry about it. Just anything you choose. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what?
Like as if he's ordering something
me.
dirty.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just sorry for ruining your life.
Yeah.
And you'll
I'm
never
sorry.
say.
I'm not worth the minute it takes to listen to me order. I shouldn't even be here. Just don't even worry about the change. There's a 50. Like, just thank you for dealing with me.
I'm going to go home and make my own dinner. That's all.
Yeah.
Do your kids need a new tracksuit or something?
Do you have like a family member in another country who needs like a green card? I'll marry them or something.
Yeah.
Do you mean I'll
Is there anything else I can do for
You'll
you?
never say if you got the wrong thing as well. Like,
never.
like,
Yeah.
No, I am. I'll say like because I've been looking forward to that. And if you bring me the wrong thing, I'm like, no.
I think after working in restaurants, I don't mind so much now. Because whenever you work in a restaurant, you know there's a certain type of person that, like, you know, they just want to complain. But if you'll go out of your way, if you think that you have done an order wrong or somebody's got the wrong thing and they're a decent person to say to you with a bit of humility, they don't go, "Here, Mary, you dickhead.
Hold on a second.
That's fucking wrong.
I asked for 3 sausages, not 2.
That's why Sean's favourite chippy, make sure.
Your favourite chippy in Carnock.
Right, order 5 sausages or order 5 fish.
So that's a fish. A fish. A fish. A fish. And a fish.
and a fish. Stop. They're starting again.
I know. I have to start over.
Can I get something vinegar on the third fish?
Or actually, can I get a sauce, curry battered as well? So that's a fish, a fish, a fish, a fish, a fish.
A bottle sausage.
And what's a curry battered?
Sausage, lack of chips, curry sauce.
Yeah.
Want salt and vinegar on your cheesy chip?
I need to go down.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Answer is always yes. I get salt and vinegar on my chicken supreme.
I love salt and vinegar on curry.
Salt and vinegar on gravy and the gravy chip. The gravy and the vinegar and the salt.
Yeah. I tease it out of them because I want to hear them say, do you want salt and vinegar on your cheesy chip? So like I wait and I don't say.
He's pure edging himself. Like,
he's like, you said it one day, didn't you? And you were raging at yourself.
Yeah. And I said, can I get something vinegar on that? Man, fuck.
You're sitting asking, going, what else can you get on chips in here?
Yeah.
Like,
what sort of
things?
But
they actually
said
to you, didn't it? Salt and vinegar on your cheesy chip.
Like, yes.
Salt and vinegar.
Why did they sound a wee bit Yorkshire or something, or like West Country?
Salt and vinegar on your cheesy chip.
Ballymena-ish, but like, you know, that sort of like Ulster Scotsy kind of way.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Like some people, I thought whenever I was down there years ago that they sounded quite Scottish. But then you can see Scotland from the coast on a clear day.
And then if you go over to like, is it like Stranraer on the other side, like they'll have the similar sort of accent, you know, that sort of like that sort of like.
It must be from them shouting over to each other, like, "Hey, Finn McCoo, come on over and try and fucking wreck my place, will you?
Mom,
I'll build a causeway." Do you know?
Fuck you, neighbour Patsy, you should have paid me, you bastard.
I love how he calls him Neighbour Patsy. Like he gives him like a title, Neighbour Patsy. Oh, you Neighbour Patsy, you should have quit me, you fucking bastard.
You bastard.
Yeah, I love that in Northern Ireland. They say like, "I shut you old bitch."
I know, and you know it's like old English, isn't it? But like,
shut you old bitch.
We have this thing where we call people. Do you call people old dolls?
Aye. Old dolls. That's wee old doll. In Scotland, they'll call them a wee wifey.
A wee wife. That's quite nice.
As wee wifey comes in. As this old doll comes in. As old doll and old fella.
See, but I never realised that old doll was quite derogatory.
Oh no, I thought it was just like an old doll's like. An old doll's just like an old woman.
No, like whenever we say old doll, because my ma used to say to me, I used to get as a kid, lad, her talking like an old doll.
I know, yeah. You said like loads about wee kids.
Or like Granny Mush, or Granny Mush.
She's a Granny Mouse, or she's an
Look at the old doll looking at me. What are you looking at?
Yeah. And then I remember turning around to my ma whenever I was a kid, and she went, I says, "Mummy had old all over there looking for you." And I remember she wanted to kill me.
There's an old doll at the door here wanting you.
There's an old doll.
In Lurgan, we would say, and I don't know if this would say this in Belfast, but we would call like a girl a hussy.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean hussy. It's not hussy. It's like with a Z, and it's more like a hussy. You know that young hussy that you used to run about with?
Oh,
that young hussy. It just means a wee girl.
A wee girl, like a nice,
no, just in general, she's not a hussy. She's a hussy.
A hussy. I have heard hussy being used, but we usually shameless hussy. It usually goes with the word shameless.
Sometimes you hear see our hussy. See our young
hussy.
Looking
like a fucking hussy.
See our hussy.
Run about there like a shameless hussy.
Dawn hussy. What would you call that wee hussy that you used to run about? But
get away.
And you'll be like, it just means.
Mommy, that's my wife now. You gotta stop calling her that.
Oh yeah, this is what, because I think this, because I don't know if this is what you were meaning, but does this segue into what you're saying? Remind me when you ask someone's name.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You gonna guess what I was gonna say?
Well, I'll try to guess, because my granny would go like this here. Here, what do they call you again?
What are you called?
No, what did they call you? What did they call you? They
What
call
do
my
they-
nannies the hang arse.
What do you call your
my
name?
name's David. What do you call your name?
What do you call
My name is my friend. You know, like children do that down, they need a wee
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah, all the time.
So,
Especially when I was
I have a new friend, and her name is called Sarah.
That child needs Emer in her life. She's a speech therapist, for fuck's sake.
But you like they're trying to like, I always...
Or they go like, see when...
me and my daddy at the weekend we watched a film called The King's Speech, and my favourite bit is when the king said fuck.
No, whenever I was going to say, do you ever ask somebody their name? This leads into us talking about feeling absolutely worthless again. But whenever you ask somebody their name and they tell you what it is, and then you forget it, or you didn't hear them, you can never ask what their name is again. You can maybe say what once, like, sorry, what was that?
Oh, right, in the time. Are you talking about like right then?
If I
or
say
you talking
what's your
about
name
like
and you
later
go
on?
David, and I go, sorry, what was that? And you go David, and I go, hi, yeah, and then you can't go.
Oh, right.
You can't look stupid or like you're
like not listening.
Aye. But then somebody will say it as clear as a bell, and now I'll completely forget 2 seconds later, and then that's it. That's it.
I have a wee bit
for the rest of their lives.
I have a wee bit got over that because two things.
Lovebird man.
One girl, I called it a girl. So I went to uni in Scotland, and the reason that's germane is because it's germane to the argument is because it's a 4-year course. So you do your honours. It's 4 years, not 3 years like in England. So for the whole 4 years, I called this girl. I'm trying to remember the right way around. I think I called her Jessica, but her name was Rebecca. For 4 years. It was like the 4th year, and I was going, and it just occurred, and we were drunk.
Did she answer to you now?
Actually, I was talking to. She's this dickhead who calls me Jessica.
Brilliant.
Or it might have been the other way around. Her name was Jessica, and I called her Rebecca. Might have been the right. Don't talk to her anymore, so who gives a shit. But don't call her nothing now. But you that way. So I kind of getting over that a wee bit because I need to. You can go, what? Sorry, and I make it my fault. I go, I'm really sorry. What's your name again?
Yeah.
But. Yeah. I do tend to do a thing where I try. It's like a thing I do in my head. Where if I see you, I'll see Bronagh written over your head, like you're in your like a sitcom, like a 70s sitcom. I'll see the name. Do you know what I mean? And they're all like,
Ross used to stay up late on Friday nights just to watch Golden Girls.
What was wrong with that?
Golden Girls was a great old show. You old whore.
You old whore.
You know the way. See, I can't do that. We stick by the rule, guys. We're putting it out there now. If I'm talking to you and my friend comes over and I say, like, this is what Kurt and I have going. If I say,
yes,
introduce you first, it means I have no. If I introduce you first,
it means I've forgotten your name.
I've forgotten the person who I'm talking to's name. So you step
ask again. Go, what? And what's your name? Yes.
Yeah. I actually, do you know,
that's
kids?
That's a good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like if I go, this is David Doherty-Jebb, and then you go, sorry, what's your name?
So I'll know to go, she's forgot your name.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Thank
God.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know what I mean?
What is your name called? Or is my going to say, what do they call you?
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 What do they call you again? And my granny would call, I remember my cousin Zoe grew up in Australia, and she would come over and she would visit, and Nana would just always forget her name, and she would sometimes work out. So my granny would have been her great aunt. Not that that matters, but she'd have been sitting in the thing, and she'd go, "Will, thing, how are you?" I should call her thing.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Thing. What about you?
Thing. She would actually just say about you. Do you know that? You have triggered me in a way where this is one of my ultimate fears, right? And I was talking to my friend Aoife about this, where I am terrified of being one of those wee grannies one day, right? Where you're put in a corner and nobody listens to you.
Aye.
And nobody really, and these people could be a well of absolute knowledge, but because they're not as maybe feisty as what the ones were, everybody's just like, there's my granny sitting over there. You all right there, granny? I think I'm having a heart attack. Good, granny. Just you'll see in a wee minute.
That's a lovely top you've got on. Who got you that? Elizabeth. That's lovely.
Meanwhile, you could be sitting there trying to say, like, I've got a pain in my chest, and they'll be like, do you want a wee biscuit, granny? I don't really. You know the wee grannies that got wheeled out, like at the weddings, it's all as if like there's royalty in the room.
Aye.
And I love that because it's respectful.
It's
like, because my granny's coming in now. Oh, there she is. Everybody, granny's coming in.
How you doing?
Granny's, okay, put the fucking coke away, right? There's granny. What's the crack, granny? Okay. And then the wee granny comes out and sits there and, they're just looking.
It's just that you have, again, you've triggered me.
Saying hi to everyone, but really they're like, you know what I mean? And everyone's dancing all around them and they're like, I want to go home. That's all right, granny.
We're a ping pong match of triggering. Because was at my friend's. So this is like we're both 43 now. So this is like 13 years ago. I was at my friend's 30th birthday, in Donegal, and it was that like so it wasn't her granny, but it was her auntie. So like the oldest of her mommy's sisters, her Auntie Ruby, and Auntie Ruby was brought in, and everybody was everybody sort of like pays homage a wee bit to them because like she kind of half reared a lot of them as well. So there was a lot of love, a lot of respect for her.
Sworn fealty.
Sworn fealty. It totally is. It's coming up.
Pledge allegiance.
And she was such a wee such a lovely, unassuming woman, very humble, very lovely. Like she didn't, some of these grannies like very much play up to it, but she was such a lovely woman.
There's wee grannies that love it. They're like once they reach that age, where they're like they start letting their hair go out and they don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
But when the Queen does that there, and you should stop speaking to you. That means you have to stop. Them old dolls do the same thing.
Do you
I'm not talking
know
to you
the
no more.
wee old dolls that have? See, once you start putting those, this is how you know you're at that age. So even if you wear glasses, but you wear that wee string around them, so whenever they fall off your face when you fall asleep, you fucking don't hit the ground. You do not care anymore.
You've stopped
caring.
caring.
You're no longer in the dating pool. You no longer want to be rid.
No.
You no longer want any of that. You just want to be left alone. And see them wee women
fall asleep watching. I don't know.
And they love it. They love it.
Garden
They love
watch,
being able to say
Heartbeat.
there's women that are like that from they're in their 30s, like.
Oh, why?
And they're like, my niece couldn't get down there today. Will you pick that up for me? And you're going, pick it up, you fucking
you're such a lazy bastard. But
you
I
got
went up.
new knee last year.
But I went up to Auntie Ruby and I went up, and so everybody. So it was all lovely, and they had out this lovely wee room, and Auntie Ruby was sitting in her and I went up, and my friend Emma, shout out to my friend Emma, and we went up, and Emma says, "This is my Auntie Ruby." And it's like, well, and I proceeded to pour an entire pint of Guinness all round her. Do you know, like the kind of the most important guest at the place? I went, well, what about you? And you know, whenever you think, imagine going to like, I imagine to be exactly the same thing. If imagine you went to like the Royal Garden Party or something, went up and then just kicked the Queen in the doot. Do you know what I mean? I imagine it accidentally, of course, but do you know what I mean? And just like, do you know that way, like, there's that silent moment of what's everybody gonna do. Now everybody was lovely and they all laughed and they're like, "What do you like?"
Did she not go? Who's that wee hussy?
What do you call him? Her that just poured a whole pint of Guinness around me there, and I was soaked. Oh,
I got invited to the Royal Garden Party again this year.
Did you? Why?
Did you? For
fucking loves it.
I thought you had to like. I'm not saying, but is it for your services to people like me?
Yeah, it's for services to youth work.
Get away, Sean. Are you going to go?
No. I think that's a wee round of applause.
Didn't go last year. And
you like? Did you send him back a wee message that said, "Shove your fucking garden party up your hole"?
In Irish.
Is that what you?
No, not.
You just didn't RSVP.
You didn't RSVP. That was all right. Yeah.
Last year I did get back on last year. It was because it was my wedding. So.
One of these days we're going to get you to that garden party.
This year it's because I genuinely do want to dismantle the monarchy.
Yeah.
So
last year I was indifferent.
This year I vehemently dislike your lot.
I am not ambiguous about you and your wee sausage fingers.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's not talk about him.
Let's not talk about it. But how can we feel the same way about Charles as we do about the Queen when we know that he wanted to be her tampon?
I know. That's hilarious.
Anyway.
That is hilarious. We honestly, that's it over, period. I'm only joking.
Period.
Today's word of the week. Sorry, I just realised that we hadn't even done the word of the week yet.
Word of the week.
The word.
Word of the week. Word up.
Word up. The word of the week is...
Enervate.
Enervate.
It sounds like, like a corporate thing. It sounds like when they try and come up with like a
Enervate 2024.
Yeah, like they put two like words together.
Yeah.
Like
innovate
synergy
and energy.
Yeah.
Enervate.
Like what was that? Your man in How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson. His
that's a good cup of tea, Sean.
His CV. He made up his own word. It was like is the impossible probable? I can't remember what it is. We need to look for it.
I'm gonna look it up.
His CV video that he made.
It's like a team name from The Apprentice.
Yes,
it is a team name.
Hi,
and do you know what?
I'm Barry. I'm from East London, and I am better than Lord Sugar. Yeah. 1 week later, you'll not hear the end of me. Never heard of him again.
Never.
And it's always in the boardroom. Like, I think that me and you have a lot in common, and Lord Sugar's like, Nah, but don't.
No, nothing.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Right down to the fact that I'm a multi-millionaire.
And you're some wee scrote who's come here wanting to be on TV, not really be a businessman.
Yeah, they all lie, don't they? This could be
A lead-in.
You could use this whenever you're talking about The Apprentice.
So, I think it means to get annoyed, because in French you would say "t'énerve pas." T'énerve pas. Don't get it. Don't annoy yourself.
Don't annoy yourself.
Don't get upset. T'énerve pas.
Yeah, t'énerve pas. I like that. Yeah, you're very close. It is.
To getting annoyed, getting riled.
When you think about it, even being an action, something that to enervate is to drain. Like someone of like their energy.
Okay.
So
it's the opposite of energize.
Yeah, it's the opposite of energize. So to
right.
enervate someone. So when you say like the sun enervated the garden party.
So it took the energy away, like it wilted them all.
And the way you get people who are like that?
Like psychic vampires.
Yeah.
Do you know people, or a puke? Do you look at puke? You say he's a real puke.
He's a boke.
I'd say he's a real puke. Someone
kills the
crack vacuum.
The cooler. We call them coolers.
Crack killer, crack vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like someone who comes...
Mine is crack.
But sometimes...
Mine is crack,
But sometimes... Yes. Here's the thing, though, with those people. I want to know, like, do those people know... Do you know that there's people who know? Because I think crack killers do it on purpose, but minus crack don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, you have crack killers and you have... Well, enervators are coolers. They're the minus crack people. They're like... Have I told this story on here before about the guy that we went to uni with?
Yes.
And he was a cooler. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just used to be able to drop sentences that would make everybody go, I'm going into my room to sit in the dark and eat a lollipop and contemplate the meaning of life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you do that, Barry. Do
you know what I mean? Like, this is
fill your boots, son. Fill your boots. Where's your lollies? Get me one.
Yeah, get me one.
Have you a wee orange one?
One.
We rocket lolly.
Do you know anybody like that? Just like you see them coming
again. What age are you again?
37.
So I think that is like a whole. I am like a generation older than you.
I
think because the generation's 5 or 6 years.
But my sister's your age. My sister's probably.
But like a generation would be like there's like a cultural things that mark what I experienced and what you experienced. Like like your references from TV. So like you do get to a point in your life where those people. I am really ruthless now if I think that you are a crack vacuum.
As am I.
I will cut you off and I'll not feel bad about it
people.
anymore.
Like, it sounds terrible, but I've started getting to that. See, especially because I don't drink anymore.
It's easier to pick up that it's like your faculties are more sensitive.
Like whenever I was drinking, the thing is people can assume that going out when you're not drinking is boring. And that's not what it is. See, whenever you're sitting with people and you go, but I used to enjoy myself when I was around these people and now I'm not. It's because you used to have to pour a shit ton of alcohol down your throat just to make these people fucking bearable.
I needed to be one shot of tequila away from alcohol poisoning in order for you to be even the most minuscule amount of crack.
So now it's got to the stage
where
I'm like, see if the crack isn't happening and I actually am contemplating a drink where I'm like...
You're so shite, I need a drink.
You know where I think, like, I used to... See if I look at them and go, I used to be able to, like, tolerate this whenever I had a drink. Like, I actually even thought that you were mildly entertaining because of how horrible you were.
I've actually realised.
And now I'm just like I literally will just go... Hi, I will just walk.
I'll pass myself.
I'll be nice. I'm not. I don't like being. I'm not a loud person. I don't believe in making anybody feel
like
horrible about
confrontation.
themselves. But now I'll not get stuck.
No.
Like, do you know the way you used to get fucking stuck? Oh God, stuck with people. I actually still. I'll not mention it because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I get stuck with this man that I don't really know at a party before, and he was the most enervating person I have ever encountered in my entire life. You know, just like wanted to talk.
Leech,
it was a party and he wanted to talk about like the most miserable parts of the Troubles. We were on our holidays and I was like, mate, fuck's sake, like what's going on here? Seriously? And he was like, and you know what else happened? I was like, please don't.
And in the matter of collusion,
I was looking.
I'm away.
Yeah, I was looking to everyone else like, please help me. And they were going, oh, we thought you were having a really good conversation with him. And I was like, no, I was talking back.
Look at my face.
Yeah.
I was screaming with my eyes.
Help me. Yeah, it was terrible. It was just
like,
but now I'll be nice, but I'm okay with going.
I'm okay with cutting people off now.
It's lovely talking to you. Sure, I'll catch you later. No, I won't.
I will be like, and you people who don't understand this, well,
Yeah.
Do people who don't get that? Well, listen.
Yeah. I'll let you go.
I'll let you away.
I'll let you go. I will let you go.
I am enjoying this conversation
so much.
But out of the kindness of my own fucking heart,
to let everybody else here enjoy you.
Endure you.
I will let you go. Like, feel free.
Please,
listen,
fly, little butterfly.
Spread your personality around this room.
I'll not keep you.
Like the reek that it is.
Spread your personality like the 2 scoops of butter at the bottom of the floor fucking thing that wouldn't even cover a bit of toast.
And to go hard and orange.
Oh.
Who eats Flora? I'm sorry.
No.
But they asked me in a bakery before, was Flora okay with my scone? And I felt like going, is it alright if I pay you with fucking Monopoly money? 'Cause that's not really. There's
no taste in it.
No, it's desperate. You can't.
Golden cow, the wee golden cow spread?
Oh, wait, Kerrygold.
Cow, yeah. Because that's real butter. Flora's not butter. Flora is not butter.
We used to know a girl.
I'm sorry, I get really passionate about this. I know that seemed like a...
See me, it's a bit sacrilege, but I don't really notice much of a difference.
No,
it's different.
Flora
it's different
sometimes is just like creamy fat.
I don't eat creamy margarine. I don't eat that anymore.
I like the olive one sometimes. Like
the olive?
Like the olive one.
Yeah, the olive oil one. But all it is hydrogenated fat. So basically what it is they're putting like all this shit into like vegetable oil and turning it into a spread. So I think you're better. It's actually healthier just to eat real butter.
I have lacto-free butter because I can't have lactose.
Oh.
But I get this.
Have you tried the plant butter? It's really nice.
It's just there's this one and it is actual butter, but they take the lactose out of it.
Oh, that's
so it's actual butter and it's lovely and creamy. But on the what I call it, thing of enervating personages, we used to know a girl at university, and again she and I were very good friends. Not going to name her, but
give us your name. Be brave.
Do you know what?
I'm only joking. You don't.
Do you know what? It's such like. It's a good. I couldn't pretend I was talking about somebody else if I named her. Do you know that sort of way?
I know what
I couldn't say I was talking about a different Jane. Do you know what I mean? No, it's not a name like that.
Absolutely.
Shaniqua.
Let's call her Shaniqua.
Do you know what? But she used to be right. Oh, we'll all have drinks around my. Whenever we're going out, we'll all have drinks around my house. So we would all be getting ready, do you know, and then we would go to her house, and she'd be sitting in her living room with a blanket over her knee, not got ready yet.
Oh no!
And we were all sitting like. And again, it was like this was like the early 2000s. People dressed to go out. It wasn't enough to put on a pair of Converse, a fucking pair of tracksuit bottoms, and a.
Are you serious? It used to take me like 3 days just to apply the 50 million layers of false tan.
You would put on nice things. Some places wouldn't have let you into a nightclub with goodies on. Yeah. You know what I mean? With trainers for our international listeners, runners for our southern listeners. But you know what I mean? But you know, but she was sitting there with her blanket, and she went like I say, and then I'm not feeling very well, and she was one of these ones been like I say, I'm not feeling very well, and then she got into the crack, and she went talking like I say, and the phone would have rung, and she went, I have to take this. Hello. Like, and she had she remembered that she was meant to be sick. Yeah. And then we were all going, so we just stopped going to her house for drinks.
Yeah, absolutely. She just wanted a pity party. She basically invited you guys round. You all look at her and go, no. And
it was such an energy suck. You went in, you had maybe, because we always, like, it was like me and my flatmate Pete. Shout out to Pete. These were some of the, you ever have just like a period of time where you're sharing a flat with a person, and it's just hilarious. And he and I just used to like, so we would do that thing where like, whoever got home first would like, you know.
I shared a flat with a Pete too.
And Pete was such a good lad. So we would put like the music on, and then like, you know, I would jump in the shower. Whoever got in the shower, who was getting into the shower second would like iron the other person's shirt. Yeah. And like you'd jump out so you could jump in, you know, and we would get, you know, a line off. You jump in the shower. Joe to keep everything going, Joe, and then I would come out, and then whoever was in the shower next, like if you got in the shower first, you got it, and then you made the drinks, and then you came out, and so then you were getting ready, you had the drinks going, music, and so you were all like, yeah, we're having a great night, and then you would go in, it would be like,
I'm not well.
You have just ruined the whole fucking night.
Why don't you kill me? Enervation.
You are one enervating motherfucker.
Yes, and that brings us perfectly onto our very new segment for this, because we are cleaning up our act, folks.
Why?
We are. We've decided. Now that we're in
new environs or environs, how do you pronounce that word? Environs. I always think it's environs.
Environs. I like that
because it's like in French, you would say like environ de, or in the surroundings of.
No,
so
but
I thought that's how you pronounce it in English as well, but I think it's environs in English.
Well, environs.
Everything
sounds better when you're doing it with a French accent.
What's the line in Matrix Revolutions? French is like wiping. It's like cleaning your arse with silk.
Oh.
Swearing in French is like wiping your arse with silk.
Oh, I like it. Do you reckon the Queen wiped her arse with silk?
I would say, I think she bent over and somebody got a big hose and went,
Back it up there!
Do you know, like, two young fellas who did the Wendy's and then also did and they just, and what do you call it? And then the maid just paid it. Do you know you always pay the window cleaner just in loads and coins? So you get loads of coins, like thousands of coins, because you had to do all the Wendy's in Buckingham Palace.
Just coming out her arse.
And her hole. Oh my God, we're cancelled. We are cancelled.
We are so cancelled. It's okay. Yeah, but so what we're going to do, David, if you followed us until now, you'll normally notice that this is where we do the dirty word of the week. Doherty word.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to do that. If you want to hear the dirty word, you gotta pay.
Ain't gonna be for free. Dirt ain't for free
you gotta
anymore.
Pay if you're gonna play. This is called our only. I'm only joking. On the Patreon, if you fancy joining us over there, you can hear our dirty work. Dirty work. Same thing.
Dirty word.
Dirty word. Which David has picked out, and I can guarantee it's going to be a cracker. No pun intended. Hopefully. Well, we don't know. But we have decided, what is it we're going to call this segment, David?
Watch your mouth!
Watch your mouth! Because we've decided to teach you how to curse without actually cursing.
Aye. Mm-hmm. So yes, if you want to like cut somebody down a wee peg or two.
Yeah, you wanna call somebody something without actually getting thrown out of the
But you still want it to
interview.
be, if somebody was playing the video, you still want it to be played on the BBC before 8 o'clock at night.
Yes, absolutely.
Aye.
So, this week on Watch Your Mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Corpulent.
The word is corpulent.
Corpulent.
So, do you want to give us an example? Well, we'll give them an example first of corpulent.
So
Bruce Bogtrotter from the book Matilda was an extremely corpulent child.
He was a corpulent young fella. Mm-hmm. So it was, yes. So, yes, if you want to be, I think if you want to use, but yeah. So isn't there like two things? You're sort of like, so corpulent would be somebody
fat.
Very big and fat.
It's
but
fat.
imagine, you know, somebody says like, shut your big fat mouth.
Yeah.
Could we change that?
Shut your corpulent Kyle.
Shut your corpulent face.
Cap.
Shut your corpulent pie hole.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know? But do you think as whether this kind of like also raises a thing that how come fat is a bad word?
Exactly, because we've like overused. You need to take the stigma out of it.
Yeah.
But also, like you could say, "Oh, my corpulent ladies." I don't know.
Yes, the corpulent could be like a lot.
Corpulent sounds like military.
Oh no, I think it's corpulent. Like I think it sounds. I like the sound of. I like the feeling of the word corpulent when I'm saying it in my mouth. Corpulent. I think it sounds a wee bit sexy.
See before
like copulate.
Yes, I think it sounds a wee bit sexy.
Go on, Sean has an input.
Before we started recording, David was saying like, was there a movie or something where like that's a line from it?
Yes, she's corpulent, a very corpulent woman, very corpulent.
It's from the original Super Mario Bros. movie.
Is it?
She's corpulent, very corpulent.
Not gonna work now.
Not gonna work.
Was she corpulent? Very corpulent? No, she's just really round.
Corpulent. Very
there was
corpulent.
you. I was like, I bet you it's from like a real, like a strange French movie, and it's like, no, Super Mario.
I knew it was like some like American movie, and it's corpulent. Very corpulent.
Corpulent.
Was she corpulent? Very corpulent.
Yeah, she was.
I think it sounds sexy. If someone was corpulent. Because I think, yes, we need to.
I think corpulent. I think maybe it's because of where I'm coming from. But
yes.
like whenever you hear the word corpulent, I think it's like if you call somebody corpulent, for a start, when you call someone a word and they don't know what it means, they automatically assume it is shady.
Stupid or fat or ugly.
Yeah. It's like either one of those. Yeah.
You're saying to them like there's something about your appearance or well-being that I just don't like.
Yeah. Like back whenever we were kids and we would have called people fubs.
Oh, what's that? Oh, fat ugly bastard.
Fat ugly bastard. Yeah, you'd have called someone a fub. You know, that was your sly way of calling them a fat ugly bastard. But we didn't know. So long, baby.
Bye, Luke.
Bye, Luke.
Are you going away forever or you come back?
Hey, Luke.
I'll be back.
I am your
Don't you
mother.
threaten me.
I'll be back.
Don't you threaten us with a good time. If you call, like, but if whenever we were kids, if I'd have known, if I'd have had a dictionary back then.
if this had been in your, would you have called kids corpulent?
Corpulent, yeah.
So, yeah, I think, I don't know, I can't, but
Corpulent. In fact, I have heard, he who shall not be named have been told to stop talking about people, but I have, it kind of like is a moot point of this exercise, but I have heard someone calling another person a corpulent cunt. So you're not really not swearing when you purr it with the most offensive swear word.
No,
but I think it's lovely because there's nice alliteration there.
Yeah, you're corpulent.
You're nothing but a corpulent cunt.
You crass corpulent cunt.
I am a crass corpulent cunt.
But I kind of like it, but not for probably the right reasons.
You want to use it nicely.
I think it sounds nice because I do. I think it's like, right. And maybe this is a wee bit too much into my psyche.
Go for it. I love getting into your psyche, David.
My psyche. But I love a guy with big fat thighs.
Do you?
Oh, why?
Corpulent thighs?
Big thighs. Big bum, big thighs.
Oh. So
there's something, because that's not like, I don't know, it doesn't feel...
Corpulatory thighs.
I'm just imagining doing that on his thigh. Do you know what I mean?
And the jiggle. A wee bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's like it's night, you know what I mean? I don't know.
My booty don't jiggle,
I think it's just because I just find like skin in general just like sexy. Yeah. Like skin is sexy. Like
is
nice
that your
skin.
most attractive? You enjoy people's skin? That sounds Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't want to wear it. I want them to keep it.
Yeah.
I want them to keep it.
You want them to have it.
I'd say ideally it's on them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on their own.
You can keep that skin, but I like to lick it, please.
I'd like to look at it.
I'd like to enjoy it.
And with consent, touch it.
Yes.
But yes, like a nice big rugby leg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? But like not the ones that like go on the like, not the ones that are all like on like the calendars.
Yeah.
They're all the ones that are all like all muscly and six packs, and I'm talking about the ones that are like you're the ones that maybe have a cauliflower ear.
Yeah, those ones.
Do you know what I mean? Like it has a nice big thigh.
He's not afraid to go for the ball.
But doesn't have the rugby personality.
Oh, doesn't have the rugby.
Why? What's the rugby personality, pray tell?
Yeah.
Lads, let's go.
Let's all go. We're playing rugger. We're playing rugger. Oh, fuck off.
Rugby thighs, snooker personality.
Oh, I don't know. Snooker personality, I imagine to be like, I try to imagine who listens to snooker on the radio. Do you know that sort of like a thing? It's like, it went in. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would be.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Casual applause.
But we Protestant cricket applause.
Yeah.
That's triggering for me. That's very triggering.
It just reminds me of Saturdays with nothing to watch on the TV while your granda has some shit on.
Snooker. I imagine snooker. Yeah, no. So, no. Rugby thighs, darts personality.
Yeah, darts. Darts is a working class.
But like 80s and 90s darts, where he's taking his goal with a big fucking pint in his hand.
Yeah.
Maybe a pie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Bullseye.
Do you know you've just reminded
this is what you could have won.
Yeah.
Bully says, and he goes past and spells the word.
Do you want to know something though? I actually I don't know why this is triggered this.
Have I ruined your bad word?
No, I love it.
I just think it's sexy. I think it's a sexy
do you know
word.
what I don't find sexy?
What?
Like the most...
An ick?
Really, an ick.
To use the young'uns language.
The young'uns language is posh boys.
No.
I just don't. Like, do you know the way people fancy like Benedict Cumbermelter?
No. Comes in batches.
Comes in batches, yeah. I love it. You know all those
Bend
people.
your dick.
Bend
your dick comes in batches.
Bend your dick comes in batches. That's what he called from now on. That's his name, guys.
What do you call him? Doctor Strange?
You could literally use any combination of like vowels and consonants just in that amount of like,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
And everybody would know who you're on about.
The only vowel he doesn't have in his name is O. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Fair enough.
And everybody uses the same like cadence in saying the name. So as long as you use that cadence.
What do you call that actor?
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
What do you call that actor? Dicky Wad funny note. You're like,
Dicky Wad funny note. Yes, that's true. People do that.
Dick your nose cunty flap.
Do you know him? He was the dragon in The Hobbit.
He was down in the Hobbitses.
In the Hobbitses?
In the Hobbitses.
I just don't like it. I see that entitled sort of la la la.
But it's his face as well. He looks like somebody's tried to pull him through a keyhole. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you ever fucking have the thing for anyone who was like buck-toothed?
What, they could eat an apple through a letterbox?
Yes.
I've heard
could eat an apple through a tennis racket?
I could eat an apple around the corner.
My mummy's one, which I absolutely love, is teeth on them like a plate of ribs.
Like a what? Plate of grapes?
Like a plate of ribs.
Can
you imagine a plate of ribs?
Teeth on him like a bombed housing estate.
Mouth on him like a burnt out fuse box.
Mouth on him like a vandalised graveyard.
Hasn't got a bar in his grate.
He's got a bar in his grate. Fucked up Delft.
There's more Delft in his mouth than my granny's fucking cupboard. So there is.
Big
Do you
teeth.
remember?
Big teeth. Tombstone teeth.
You have a lot of ways.
Look at it. They insult people's teeth.
She could eat a curly whirly and not bite into it and not have any chocolate.
I'm taking that one.
Some are teeth, some are green, some are missing, some are there, some aren't.
Some are teeth, some are real, some are not. That's terrible.
I love it. I love it. Do you know whenever you know you've got a good insult, whenever you have to say, God forgive me.
God forgive.
God forgive me.